Yesterday, someone asked me a very simple question. What did you do yesterday? And I suddenly forgot all my English.
Oh no, Michael, what did you say?
I said, yesterday I wake up, I eat breakfast, and I go to work.
That is a very common mistake. Your listener probably understood you, but you were talking about the past, so the verbs needed to change.
I know, the funny thing is that I understand the past tense when I read it. But when someone asks me a question, my mind goes completely blank.
That happens to many English learners. Today, we are going to make it much easier. We will talk about yesterday in a natural way, ask follow-up questions, and learn phrases that help your story sound smooth.
Good, because next time someone asks me about yesterday, I want to tell a real story, not give them a list of verbs.
Exactly. Let us start with a simple conversation. Michael, what did you do yesterday?
Yesterday was a little hectic, actually.
Really, what happened?
I planned to wake up at 7, but I slept in. I finally woke up at 8:15.
That is not too bad.
It was bad for me. I had an important meeting at 9.
Oh, now I understand. What did you do when you woke up?
I rushed out of bed, washed my face, brushed my teeth, and got dressed very quickly.
Did you have time for breakfast?
Not really. I grabbed a banana and made a cup of coffee.
You grabbed a banana. That means you took it quickly because you did not have much time.
Exactly. I usually sit down and eat breakfast slowly, but yesterday was different.
Did you drive to work?
No, I did not drive. My car was at the mechanic, so I took the bus.
Did the bus arrive on time?
Of course not. It arrived 10 minutes late.
That always seems to happen when you are in a hurry.
Yes, I kept looking at my phone every 30 seconds. I thought checking the time again and again would make the bus move faster.
Did it work?
Sadly, no.
So, did you miss your meeting?
I joined the meeting 5 minutes late, but my manager was very understanding.
That is good. How did the meeting go?
It went smoothly. We talked about a new project and I shared a few ideas.
That sounds positive. What did you do after the meeting?
I answered some emails and finished a report. Then, around 12:30, I went out for lunch with my coworker, David.
Where did you go?
We went to a small cafe near the office. I ordered a chicken sandwich and some orange juice.
That sounds nice. Did anything interesting happen at the cafe?
Actually, yes. I ran into an old friend from university.
Oh, that is a nice surprise. Did you talk for long?
Only for a few minutes because he was meeting someone. But we exchanged phone numbers and planned to meet again soon.
That is great. Sometimes a normal day becomes more interesting because of one small surprise.
True, the afternoon was much calmer. I worked on my report, attended another meeting, and helped a colleague fix a small problem.
What time did you finish work?
I finished at 5:30. I wanted to go straight home, but I needed to buy groceries.
So you got some errands done after work.
Yes, I went to the supermarket and bought milk, bread, eggs, rice, and some vegetables.
That sounds very responsible.
Thank you, but then I also bought a large bag of chocolate cookies.
That sounds even more responsible.
Exactly. Cookies are an important part of a balanced life.
I am not sure a doctor would agree with you, but I understand.
When I got home, I cooked a quick dinner. I made rice with vegetables and chicken.
Did you watch anything while you ate?
Yes, I watched one episode of a comedy show. Then I called my brother and talked to him for about 20 minutes.
That sounds like a nice way to relax after a hectic day.
It was, after that I took a shower, checked my messages, and called it a day. I went to bed around 11.
You had a busy day, but you explained it clearly. You use time words like then, after that, and when I got home. Those words helped your story flow naturally.
Thank you, now it is your turn. What did you do yesterday, Sarah?
My day was very different. I took it easy.
Really? You usually have a long list of things to do.
That is true, but yesterday was Sunday. I woke up at 8 and stayed in bed for a few extra minutes.
Did you sleep in too?
A little, but I did not have a meeting at 9, so it was much more relaxing.
That sounds much better than my morning.
I made tea, cooked some eggs, and sat near the window while I ate breakfast.
Did you check your phone?
No, I did not check it immediately. I wanted a quiet start to the day.
That is a good habit. I usually check my phone before I even get out of bed.
Many people do that. After breakfast, I cleaned my apartment and did some laundry.
That does not sound very relaxing.
It was not exciting, but it felt good. I listened to music while I cleaned, so it was not boring.
What did you do after that?
Around 11, I went for a walk in the park. The weather was lovely. It was sunny, but it was not too hot.
Did you walk alone?
Yes, but I ran into my neighbor, Lisa. She was walking her dog.
Is that the small dog that barks at everyone?
Yes, his name is Max. He usually acts like a very serious security guard.
Did he bark at you?
At first, yes. But then I gave him a small treat, and suddenly we became best friends.
So his friendship has a price.
Apparently, it costs one dog treat.
What did you do after your walk?
I came home and made lunch. I cooked pasta with tomato sauce. Then I read a book for about an hour.
What kind of book did you read?
It was a mystery story. I wanted to read only one chapter, but I ended up reading 4 chapters.
That happens when a book is good. You say just one more chapter and suddenly 2 hours are gone.
Exactly. Later in the afternoon, I visited my parents. We drank tea, talked about our week, and looked at some old family photos.
That sounds lovely. Did you stay for dinner?
Yes, my mother cooked soup and fresh bread. It was simple, but it was delicious.
Did you help her cook?
I helped set the table, but I did not cook. My mother likes to manage the kitchen herself.
Some people are very serious about their kitchen.
Very serious. After dinner, I went home, watched a short documentary, and prepared my bag for today.
What time did you go to bed?
I went to bed at 10:30. I wanted to wind down early because I had work today.
Your day sounds calm and peaceful. Mine sounds like a race against the clock.
Both stories are useful. You can talk about a busy day, a relaxing day, or even a difficult day. The important thing is to tell the story in a clear order.
I noticed that we used a lot of different verbs. Some were easy, like cleaned and watched, but some changed completely, like went and took.
Good observation. Let us slow down and look at the most useful phrases and speaking patterns from our conversation. First, let us talk about time expressions. When you tell someone about yesterday, it helps to organize your story. You can say in the morning, after breakfast, around lunchtime, later in the afternoon, in the evening, and before bed.
So I do not need to describe every minute of my day.
Exactly. Choose the important moments. For example, in the morning, I went to work. Around lunchtime, I met a friend. In the evening, I relaxed at home.
That already sounds like a complete answer.
Yes, you can also connect actions using first, then, after that, and finally. For example, first I made coffee. Then I checked my email. After that, I took the bus. Finally, I arrived at work.
Those words make the story easier to follow.
Exactly. Now let us look at the phrase slept in. If you slept in, you woke up later than usual. For example, I usually wake up at 7, but yesterday I slept in until 9.
Can I say I slept late?
You can, but slept in is very natural when you mean that you stayed in bed longer in the morning.
So on Sunday, I slept in because I did not have to work.
Perfect. Next, we used rushed out. If you rushed out, you left quickly because you were in a hurry. For example, I woke up late, grabbed my bag, and rushed out of the house.
And grabbed breakfast means I ate something quickly.
Right, grabbed breakfast is a casual phrase. It often means you ate or bought something quickly. You can say, I grabbed breakfast on my way to work. Or, I grabbed a sandwich before my class.
What about ran into? We both ran into someone yesterday.
Good question. Ran into someone means you met someone unexpectedly. You did not plan the meeting. For example, I ran into my teacher at the supermarket. Or, I ran into an old friend at the train station.
So I should not use it for a planned meeting.
Correct. For a planned meeting, you can simply say, I met my friend for coffee.
You also said you took it easy yesterday. What does that mean?
To take it easy means to relax and avoid doing too much. For example, I was tired, so I took it easy in the evening. Or, we stayed home and took it easy on Sunday.
I like that phrase. I want to take it easy every day.
That sounds nice, but your manager may have a few questions.
Fair point.
Another useful phrase is got some errands done. Errands are small tasks outside your home, such as buying groceries, going to the bank, or collecting a package. You can say, I went out and got some errands done after lunch.
So buying groceries was one of my errands.
Exactly. We also used ended up. This means the final result was different from your original plan. I planned to read 1 chapter, but I ended up reading 4 chapters.
Can I say, I planned to cook, but I ended up ordering pizza?
That is a perfect example. Finally, we used called it a day. When you call it a day, you decide to stop working or finish your activities for the day. For example, I finished my report, closed my laptop, and called it a day.
That sounds more natural than saying I stopped doing activities for the day.
Much more natural. Now let us review an important speaking pattern. When you talk about yesterday, use the past form of the verb. Today I go to work. Yesterday I went to work. Today I eat breakfast. Yesterday I ate breakfast.
Some verbs simply add ed, right?
Yes, clean becomes cleaned, watch becomes watched, call becomes called, but other verbs change. Go becomes went, eat becomes ate, take becomes took, buy becomes bought, make becomes made.
And if I use did not, the next verb stays in its normal form.
Exactly. Say, I did not drive to work. Do not say, I did not drove to work. Say, I did not cook dinner. Do not say, I did not cook dinner.
What about questions?
The same idea. After did, use the normal verb. Say, did you watch a movie? Did you go out? Did you buy anything?
Not, did you watched a movie?
Correct. The word did already tells us that the question is about the past.
This feels easier when we use it in real stories.
That is the goal. Now let us practice the most useful phrases together. Listen carefully and repeat after us. Yesterday was a little hectic.
Yesterday was a little hectic.
I slept in and woke up late.
I slept in and woke up late.
I grabbed breakfast before work.
I grabbed breakfast before work.
I rushed out of the house.
I rushed out of the house.
I took the bus to work.
I took the bus to work.
The meeting went smoothly.
The meeting went smoothly.
I ran into an old friend.
I ran into an old friend.
I got some errands done.
I got some errands done.
I took it easy in the evening.
I took it easy in the evening.
I planned to cook, but I ended up ordering food.
I planned to cook, but I ended up ordering food.
I called my brother after dinner.
I called my brother after dinner.
I did not check my phone immediately.
I did not check my phone immediately.
Did you go out yesterday?
Did you go out yesterday?
What did you do after work?
What did you do after work?
I finished my work and called it a day.
I finished my work and called it a day.
Excellent. Viewers, practice these sentences again later. The more often you repeat them, the more naturally they will come to you in a real conversation.
Can we try one more conversation without stopping to explain everything?
Great idea. Let us imagine that we meet at a coffee shop after work. Hey, Michael, you look tired today. Did you sleep well last night?
Not really. Yesterday evening was busier than I expected.
What happened?
I planned to go home and take it easy, but my sister called me. She needed help moving a small table into her apartment.
Did you go to her place after work?
Yes, first I went home and changed my clothes. Then I drove to her apartment.
Was the table heavy?
It was heavier than it looked. I thought it would take 10 minutes, but we ended up spending almost an hour moving it upstairs.
That sounds exhausting. Did anyone help you?
Her neighbor helped us. I had never met him before, but he was very kind.
That was nice of him. What did you do after that?
My sister ordered pizza for everyone. We ate dinner and talked for a while.
At least you got free pizza.
Exactly, that made the heavy table worth it.
What time did you leave?
I left around 9. On my way home, I stopped at the supermarket and bought some milk.
You got an errand done too. Very productive.
Yes, but when I got home, I was too tired to do anything else. I took a shower, put my phone away, and called it a day.
That sounds like a clear and natural story. You explained what happened in order, used past tense verbs, and added a few useful details.
And I did not say, yesterday I move a table and eat pizza.
Exactly. You are improving already.
Before we finish, can we review the most important ideas one more time?
Of course, let us quickly review what we learned today. When someone asks, "What did you do yesterday?" start with a simple overview. You can say, "Yesterday was busy," "Yesterday was relaxing," or "Yesterday was a little hectic."
Then add your main activities in a clear order.
Exactly. Use time expressions such as in the morning, after lunch, later in the afternoon, in the evening, and before bed. Connect your actions using first, then, after that, and finally.
We also learned some natural phrases. Slept in, grabbed breakfast, rushed out, ran into someone, took it easy, got some errands done, ended up, and called it a day.
Remember to use past tense verbs when you describe yesterday. Some verbs add ed, such as cleaned, watched, and called. Other verbs change, such as went, ate, took, made, bought, and slept.
For negative sentences, use did not or did not in the short form, followed by the normal verb. For example, I did not go out.
And for questions, start with did and use the normal verb. For example, did you cook dinner? Did you watch a movie? Did you meet anyone?
The most important tip is to tell a short story, instead of trying to remember every grammar rule while you speak.
Exactly. Simple sentences, clear order, and regular practice will help you sound more confident. Now we have a question for you. What did you do yesterday? Did you have a busy day, a relaxing day, or an interesting surprise?
Write 2 or 3 sentences in the comments. Try to use one phrase from today, such as I slept in, I ran into a friend, or I called it a day.
Reading and writing about your real life is one of the best ways to improve your English naturally.
And do not worry if you make a small mistake. Practice is how you improve.
Keep speaking, keep learning, and we will see you in the next ceramic English lesson.
See you next time.